As you take a bite of rich, silky chocolate, have you ever wondered how this sweet temptation is brought to life in a factory? Chocolate is more than just a confection, it is a craft, a science, and a flavorful journey through time and space. Today, we step inside a modern chocolate factory to trace the transformation of a single cocoa bean. The story of chocolate begins in cocoa plantations near the equator. After being harvested, fermented, and sun-dried, the raw cocoa beans are imported to the factory, where they undergo multiple quality checks before entering storage, assessing moisture content, mold rate, and impurity levels. Accepted beans are sent through a cleaning system to remove dust, fibers, and stones, and then moved to the roasting area, for slow roasting at medium temperatures. Roasting is done between 120 degrees C and 150 degrees C, depending on the bean variety and desired flavor profile. This stage releases the rich cocoa aroma, and sets the foundation for the processes that follow. Once roasted and cooled, the beans go through a winnowing process, where husks are removed using air and friction, leaving only the cocoa nibs. These nibs are ground into a thick cocoa liquor, during which natural cocoa butter is released. This paste can be pressed to separate cocoa butter, leaving behind cocoa cake, which is then processed into cocoa powder. For chocolate production, however, a certain ratio of cocoa butter and cocoa liquor is retained to enhance sheen and texture. The next crucial step is mixing and refining cocoa liquor, cocoa butter, sugar, milk powder, for milk chocolate, and flavorings like vanilla are blended, according to the recipe in large mixers. The mixture is then passed through a 5-roll refiner, reducing the particle size to below 20 microns. This fine texture gives chocolate its signature melt in your mouth smoothness. Following this is the most technically demanding stage, conching and tempering. The refined chocolate is fed into a tempering machine, where it undergoes a precise heating-cooling-reheating cycle. This encourages the cocoa butter crystals to form the most stable beta crystalline structure. Proper tempering ensures that the final product has a glossy surface, a smooth mouthfeel, and resists melting or developing white streaks at room temperature. Tempered chocolate is then transferred to the molding line. It is poured into various molds using automated systems, and cooled to solidify into the chocolate bars, balls, or filled sticks we know and love. At this stage, add-ins like nuts, dried fruits, wafers, or creamy fillings may be incorporated for added texture and flavor. Once solidified in cooling tunnels, the chocolates are demolded and moved onto the packaging line. The packaging process is highly automated. Each piece passes through metal detectors, and is weight checked before being wrapped in aluminum foil, paper sleeves, or multi-layer film. The packages are then labeled, batch-coded, boxed, and palletized. All materials are food grade, and designed to block oxygen and moisture, preserving freshness and extending shelf life. Before shipment, each batch of chocolates must pass a rigorous quality assurance process, sensory evaluation, melting point testing, rheological analysis, and microbial screening. Only products that meet all standards are released into the supply chain, and distributed to supermarkets, boutiques, and e-commerce platforms around the world. An ERP and traceability system records every step, ensuring full transparency and efficient management. Though chocolate may seem indulgent and simple, its production is a discipline of precision. From equatorial rainforests to robotic factory arms, from ancient fermentation traditions to cutting-edge automation, each bite embodies humanity's pursuit of flavor and perfection. So next time you unwrap a piece of chocolate, consider the journey behind it. It's not just a dessert, but a delicious industrial marvel. Whether you're at the movies, in a supermarket, or lounging on your sofa at home, few things are more comforting and satisfying than holding a bucket of hot, fragrant, and fluffy popcorn. But have you ever wondered how those light, crispy kernels are mass-produced in a factory? Today, we'll step inside a modern popcorn factory and witness the magic of heat, pressure, and flavor that transforms a single corn kernel into a crunchy delight. It all starts with seed selection. Not all corn can become popcorn. The type used in production is a special variety called popcorn maize. Its kernels have a dense structure, tough outer shell, and high internal moisture content,